Hi, what if I told you that UPSC has a paper where you only need 33% marks to qualify, and yet thousands of aspirants fail because of it? You know, that paper is CSAT. Now let's look at the actual UPSC syllabus and understand what it really means. So this is the official UPSC syllabus for paper 2. Now let's decode the syllabus. So the first one is comprehension. In simple words, can you read something and understand what it's actually saying? Let's say imagine reading a newspaper editorial. Let's take. So can you identify the main idea? Or we can say crux. What exactly the author want to say? So in the exam you'll get passages and you need to read, and don't get confused by the complicated language. Just read it twice so that you can understand what exactly the passage is. So that is the comprehension. Okay. So next is interpersonal skills, including communication skills. So this is basically about understanding people and communicating effectively. Let's say if you're working in a team, handling a public issue or explaining a decision, can you communicate clearly and understand different perspectives? So that's what UPSC want to say. Now the other one is logical reasoning and analytical ability. So let's say I tell you, let's say example, all doctors are educated and Ravi is a doctor. Okay. Now here, can you logically conclude that Ravi is educated? Simple example, right? So UPSC asks tougher versions of these questions to test your reasoning. So the next one is decision making and problem solving. Let's say imagine you are a district collector. A village has a water shortage and people are protesting. So how would you solve the problem? Okay. So what decision would you take? So UPSC want administrator who can make balanced decisions under pressure, and we all know that. So then the other one is general mental ability. So this is your overall aptitude. How quickly can you understand information? How effectively can you think through a problem? And how well can you apply common sense, like this. And finally this one, basic numeracy and data interpretation. So don't worry, this is mostly the class 10 level mathematics, so don't worry. Like let's say percentages, ratios, averages, profit and loss, time and work, speed and distance. Okay, all this comes under basic numeracy and data interpretation. So let's say for example, if 1,000 product gets a 20% discount, can you calculate the final price? Or let's say if a graph shows India's population growth over 10 years, can you understand what the data is telling you? So that is the data interpretation. So if general studies test your knowledge, that is paper 1, and CSAT test your understanding, reasoning, and judgment and problem solving skills. And that is why ignoring CSAT can be a costly mistake. If you want every UPSC topic explained from absolute beginner level in the simplest way, follow this account. So stay tuned for the next video where we'll simplify another important part of this UPS journey. Thank you.